signing period early signing period kind of, to me, is kind of like halftime right now. So, you know, it's kind of strange, you know, last time being at this level, we didn't have this. So, you know, and then we didn't sign as many guys that they do in here. So, as they do up here, kind of wait for guys to trickle down. So, you know, like I said, it's kind of halftime here, so it's kind of strange having a press conference, like I said, at the end of the game at halftime. You know, so we signed some good players today that we're excited about. You know, we've only been here a week, and so just like our staff, you know, we said we're going to work fast, we're also going to work smart. So with that, you know, there's still a number of kids that we're on, some that have already said they're coming that want to develop relationships, so they're going to push back to February, and some other kids that we're on that they were going places that have pushed back to February to give us a chance. We only have one weekend, and some kids are still, you know, already had that weekend filled, so we weren't able to get, you know, to everybody. So when we start back up again here, you know, we'd obviously like to have our staff in place, you know, to be full strength, and then we'll finish out the second half. You know, it's like you can't win the game in the first or second quarter, you know, can't win recruiting yet, so. We'll have a lot of work to do. Excited about, you know, talked to a lot of kids over the last 2 days about waiting, and, you know, pushing back to February and finish really strong. So, guys that did sign today, it's a little bit defense heavy. You know, when we came in, you know, we don't know the current roster great, and so we'll always try to sign the best players regardless of position, but especially in our first year. As we look at things, and so, you know, inform some guys that maybe had scholarships here before that were going a different direction out of fairness to them. I think that's the best thing to do instead of just keeping kids that were coming for previous staff and they don't fit and they want to transfer a year or two. So, questions?
Lane, if you don't mind, I'd like to get you to comment, one, on your quarterback commit, Cade Renfro, and exactly what you saw out of him, and then the kind of whirlwind recruitment of Tobias Braun, the offensive lineman that came in here uncommitted this weekend and committed today, and signed today.
Well, first, Cade, I think, is a really good player that's got a big upside, and, you know, we at that position especially, just like all of them, you know, we started from scratch, and just thought that he's got a really big upside. Someone's not played a ton of football. You know, still maturing from a growth standpoint, growing into his body, but very competitive. Really good touch on the ball. So I think, you know, he has a bright future. Tobias, again, like I said, we're kind of scrambling here with 1 week to go, but this was somebody that two coaches on our staff knew from before, from Florida State and UCF. So I'd never talked to him, I never met him, but he had a great weekend here. And, you know, what I kind of learned, what everybody says, for the most part, if you get the kids here, you know, if you can get them on campus here, you know, they really enjoy it. Even though school is out, they really enjoy it, and you end up getting a lot of them. So, a lot of credit to the staff here that was in place, you know, not just the coaching staff, but around the building, because they knew a lot more than we did, you know, for us few new guys, and so those guys really, girls really carried us through.
Lane, you mentioned your coaching staff. What would you sort of say that is right now in terms of approaching completion?
I think we've got a ways to go. You know, we still need to figure out defensive coordinator. Mac's definitely one of those candidates, and you know, when you figure out that, then you figure out the rest. So, you know, I always try to hire the coordinators first, and then interview the other guys, whether it's outside guys or guys that are here. Any guys that are still on the staff will be the first ones that have first chance to interview, and we'll go from there.
Lane, you talked a little bit about scrambling, trying to get to know these guys and the personnel you have. What do you say to these guys who maybe are even blind, maybe you haven't gotten to see too much of them, and how do you kind of sell them on a program that you're as new to as they would be?
Yeah, they know it better than me. You know, most of these kids, especially in the South, when they visited here 10 times, you know, been to men's games and junior days, all that stuff. So they already knew about Ole Miss, and remember we wanted to come here. And you know, I didn't really talk that much about that. I talked more about what we're planning on doing, with our, whether it's scheme or your position, how we coach that position, or people who coached that position before. And just kind of combine the two.
And Lane, over here, you mentioned with the staff not being completely filled out, is there an element of just kind of slowing down and trying to do it better long term as opposed to just bringing in kids just to get the numbers?
Yeah, and I think that's, doing this a long time now, probably would have handled that different maybe 10 years ago and worried about where our rankings were. We had a number of kids that we could have signed today that, were wanting to commit here, and we said, either we weren't gonna take them or we said, hey, we gotta get to know you first, so pushed back till February, because like I said, we're at halftime, these rankings today and all that stuff don't matter anyway. So, this will be a really big January, and I think that you'll end up seeing some guys signed here that, aren't even on the radar right now here.
Lane, over here, we lost 3 really good ones up front on defense. Is that it's a position of need going forward?
Yeah, it is for sure, and there's some really good ones still left out there, and so that will be a very big emphasis, in this next, finishing the class off.
Piggybacking on that a little bit, Lane, is the portal somewhere that there might be a defensive line candidate for you as well?
Sure, we'll look at everything. College football now from a head coaching perspective really is more like the NFL. I think, managing rosters, it's like the NFL, you got the draft, you got, young free agents, old veteran free agents, your own guys, restricted free agents, and now college has become like that because you got high school kids, you got junior college kids, you got 4-year transfer kids, and you got grad transfer kids. So, you really got to manage the roster, and it's great because, okay, there's all these great grad transfers out there. Well, you're using an initial scholarship for 1 year. It's like a lot of money into, an old veteran that you only get for a year. So, you just got to do a good job managing it, and we'll look at all aspects to improve our team.
Lane, you mentioned it only being a week and a half and everything happened so fast. Did you have an idea of how many guys might sign today or a goal? How did you kind of approach that coming into today?
I didn't have any numbers at all. It really was, hey, make sure we sign good players, and if that's 2 players, it's 2 players. We weren't going to reach. I think that once the staff's in place, I think that a lot of kids will reach out to us and want to come here, and especially once we're able to establish relationships with them. So, a lot of these kids came here because of what was already in place here, because of Ole Miss, not because of us. I think the next time around it'll be more of a combination, in February.
Lane, we've got 11 on the list that have signed today. I know you can't comment specifically, but are you expecting any more?
Yes. Yeah, I would anticipate at least 1 more today, yes.
Lane, talking this morning with Oxford tight end JJ McGee's parents, he said you guys never even really reached out since you were been here. Talked to some people within the program that kind of contradicted that. What was your opinion on that situation with JJ?
He was at an all-star game, so, we can't go see him. We tried everything possible. I talked to his coach, and they said, his coach tried to put him on the phone and said that he wasn't interested. He'd already made a decision. He was supposed to be up here, I think, the first morning. I think it was the first morning that we were here, and didn't show up. So, I do what the rules allow.
Piggybacking off that a little bit, Lane, there were a couple of high-profile kids from the state who chose to go elsewhere. What will your emphasis be on in-state versus trying to get a better fit, maybe from out of state?
We're going to sign the best players to win games. Now, if it comes down to where they're equal, we're going to choose an in-state player, but, we're not going to sit here and say, hey, we're going to sign all Mississippi kids. We got great players that want to come here, and really national programs that went for a long period of time, they recruit nationally. So we're going to recruit all over the place and find players, and, if it's even, we'll take local kids. But this is this is much different than, taking, the 2, like Tennessee or USC before, because there was no mid-year assignment. So we had until February. I think our first year at USC, even with, the probation or the hearings coming up, I think we sent our own class in the country. I remember Tennessee, we sent a top 10 class, even though we were over there for like a month or 2. But this is a whole other animal. You got 1 week, 1 weekend.
roster management issue, where will the focal point be in this late signing period, position-wise?
Well, I think, like I said, we'll go to sign the best players, but we've got to get defensive linemen. We've got to continue to get defensive backs, and then get special players on offense, especially our receiver.
Any other questions for Coach?
We haven't gotten a chance to ask you just about the coaches you have hired on your staff. Can you kind of go into detail about what you liked about the guys you went in and hired?
Well, I think that, like I said, hiring the coordinators first, so we were able to do that on offense, which allowed us to hire offensive coaches. Another one that'll probably be announced here today, so, just wanted to find guys that really were good coaches that fit really well. Not worrying about big resumes that, we gotta go hire, all these big name coaches, maybe like we did at Tennessee. And just hire the best teachers and the best guys that are gonna, develop players, so, excited about the guys we have so far. We got a lot of work to do. It's kind of like our recruiting class, similar.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.